Booking the Pokemon Cafe is not an easy task, but today I'm going to talk you through everything you need to know before booking, the process itself, and how to maximize your chance of getting in without too much pain or difficulty. First things first, you should know that there are two Pokemon cafes, one in Tokyo and one in Osaka, and there's also the Pikachu Sweets Cafe in Ikebukuro. Regardless of whether you visit Tokyo or Osaka, these tips will be useful for both. So, every day at 6 PM Japanese time, the tickets for the Pokemon Cafe go on sale 31 days prior. If you have multiple days in Tokyo, this gives you multiple chances to secure tickets, and this is exactly why I suggest booking things this way round in my planning for Japan video. If you're in the UK, lucky for you, 6 PM Japanese time is a very reasonable 9 AM. If you're in EST or worse, then even more reason to get it right first time. The first thing you'll need to be aware of is the different seating areas from A to D. They're redecorated with different Pokemon and themes from time to time, but the A and D remains the same. My advice is that when it comes to booking, you'll almost certainly have no time to think about the seating area, so don't overthink it. It really only changes the view for the dancing Pikachu, but he does move around if that's important to you, so please don't worry. Now that we've got the need to knows out the way, I'll talk you through step by step of what to expect and how to increase your chance of getting tickets. First things first, do some practice runs. Understand each of the pages in Japanese because translating it to English just slows you down. You obviously don't need to be able to read Japanese, just know the layout of each page and how to navigate through it. So about 5 minutes prior to 6 PM, you'll want to have two things prepared. The first one is navigating through to this page. Here you'll choose how many people you're booking for, but don't click through just yet. Note that a larger group may make some areas impossible to sit at, thus limiting your options. The second thing you'll want to have prepared is a timer with minutes and seconds open next to you, so that at 5:59:59 you can select the right number of guests. This will then take you through to a quick capture and onto the main site. Now here's where it gets difficult. 9 times out of 10, if not more, you'll be greeted with this: don't panic. I personally have never seen this not happen, and it's really just confirmation that tickets have gone live. Here you'll want to continually refresh the page, not by using the blue button, but instead your browser's refresh function. You'll see here I'm doing it wrong and it works against me by increasing the chances I'll get sent back to the start each time. Rather than just spam clicking refresh though, wait each time for the loading symbol to complete and the Pikachu face to appear before clicking again. Once you get through, the next page will be the date selects page. Again, this is one of the reasons why I highly encourage you do some practice runs beforehand to know exactly what date you're going to click once you get through to here. You'll see that any date prior to the one that just opened is full, and anything beyond 31 days shows up as NA. Once you've selected your date, again you'll come to this reloading page. In fact, you'll be very familiar with this, as every time you manage to select an option, this will almost certainly come up until it comes to the final booking stages. The same rules apply here. When you're refreshing the page, please wait for the loading symbol to go from the tab. If you get through to it, step 2 is selecting where you want to sit. As you can see, you have very little time here to react, so picking any seats that are available in blue is all you have to do. Navigate to it as quickly as possible. Again, as you can see here, I only had the one option available to me, and in fact, by the time I clicked this option, unfortunately it was gone. This is where many people give up for the day, but I say I've had the most success in the second phase of the booking. Now the Pokemon Cafe released tickets on the hour at 20 minutes past and 40 minutes past. This means that at 6:20, a few tickets are likely to become re-available. By navigating to the calendar page before 6:20, it means that at 6:19:59, when you hit refresh, go through the capture, and then go through the reloading phase, you'll navigate straight through to the calendar. As you can see, a number of slots have now been made available for this date, and you can see I'm able to pick a time slot and navigate through to the next steps. Unfortunately, this is far from the last time you'll see the blue refresh button, however. At this stage, you can go back to clicking on this or follow the same instructions as before and simply refresh through the pages. You know you've been successful when the URL at the top changes to step 3. Your seat will have been temporarily reserved, and as long as you complete your reservation within 15 minutes, you should be okay. Once you confirm your email address, you'll then have the opportunity to pick any reservation exclusive items you want. Again, it's worth knowing what you do and you don't want ahead of time to make this as quick as possible. Once you've made your selection, the final part of the process will be to complete your reservation. And that's it. Congratulations, you've now been successful with booking your own Pokemon Cafe experience. If this guide was helpful to you, please consider a like and subscribe. And if you want to know more about booking your activities and planning the best trip to Japan possible, I've recently made this video that I think you'll find particularly helpful.